It was simply better. Wait, don't click away. I'm about to say something that might actually get me executed by the anime community. I genuinely think K-pop Demon Hunters beat Demon Slayer. Yeah, I said it.
You serious?
Hey Demon Slayers and Hunters, Jungkook here, let's talk. To start off, Infinity Castle is insane. It's one of the most beautiful things animation has ever produced. I mean, it's Studio Ufotable. And before anyone starts clicking, don't worry, I love both of these movies. So I'm not a child in the middle of a divorce, needing to choose between mommy and daddy. But I'm not just talking about just animation. I'm talking about the full experience, the full cinema experience. They weren't competing for best animation. They were competing for best animated movie. And for that category, there's a reason K-pop Demon Hunters cleared. All right, now let me be clear. If we're judging raw animation quality, Demon Slayer is in its own infinite dimension. Like, check out this animation behind the scenes render of the Infinity Castle. And we know Ufotable makes fight scenes look like God personally came early to start the second coming of Christ to give Demon Slayer the Let There Be Light 6070 GPU rendered 8K. But a movie isn't just how pretty it is. A movie is the pacing, the payoff, the character momentum, the emotional beats, whether it feels like a complete meal, because anyone can cook, but we're here to eat. A big difference between Western storytelling and Eastern storytelling, especially anime, is pacing. In Western media, especially right now, everything is built to constantly grab your attention. Bam! Music, sound effects, action. One scene slams directly into the next, so you never have a second to breathe. And yeah, we kind of did that to ourselves. We got the TikTok brain. Bring in the Subway Surfers! Anime traditionally works the opposite way. It likes to slow down, build tension, and sit in moments before the action hits, and even during the action. One way it does this is through flashbacks and backstories, which Demon Slayer is kind of infamous for. Another is internal monologue, letting us hear what characters are thinking of mid-fight to deepen the emotional impact. That approach works really well in long-form storytelling, but in a movie format, especially for casual viewers, it can start to feel heavy or interrupt momentum. And this is where K-pop Demon Hunters does something really smart. Instead of slowing down the story with monologues or flashbacks, it uses music as an emotional expression. The characters don't stop the movie to tell you how they feel, they perform it. The music becomes their inner monologue. It keeps the pacing fast, expressive, and emotionally clear without breaking momentum. So while Demon Slayer builds emotion by pausing the action, K-pop Demon Hunters builds emotion inside the action. And although both movies have their styles and techniques to convey their stories, only one felt like a full story. K-pop Demon Hunters, beginning strong, middle builds tension, and clean emotional landing, Hotel Trivago.
Beginning, middle, end. Facts, details, condense, plot, tell it.
It feels like a movie you can recommend to someone that knows nothing going on. Meanwhile, Infinity Castle is the first of a trilogy for the final arc of Demon Slayer, so it's not really trying to be a full movie. It's basically, you are now entering the final arc. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody else!
A lot of these characters are thrown in for the final battle, which is hype. Infinity Castle is literally the definition of, this is the beginning of the end. You get insane fights, insane visuals, tragic backstories, tense standoffs, and legendary moments. Typical Demon Slayer formula, you know? But emotionally, the movie doesn't resolve the core conflict. At the beginning of the movie, the goal is to defeat Muzan. At the end of the movie,
mark my words, when I'm done here, I'm going to make you regret the day you were born!
The goal is to still defeat Muzan. It's like you're constantly being edged by the narrative. Nothing is completed yet, and that's intentional. Infinity Castle is a bridge, and bridges are important, but they don't always hit as hard as a story that's built to finish. K-pop Demon Hunters doesn't feel like it's holding back. It commits. It swings, it lands, and it finishes the combo. K-pop Demon Hunters has a stronger film identity. It knows exactly what it is. It's flashy, it's dramatic, it's stylish, it's chaotic, it's emotional, it's funny, and it's hype. Infinity Castle's identity is, this is the ultimate battle arc, driven by emotional stakes and years of character build-up. And it succeeds, but it's still operating inside the same Demon Slayer formula the series has always had. Tragedy, epic fight, scream, flashback, tragedy again, scream louder, final slash. The formula works, but the question is, what is Infinity Castle doing that's new? Now compare that to K-pop Demon Hunters. I mean, just look at the title, K-pop Demon Hunters. What the hell? It tells you everything immediately, and it's not even subtle about it. You press play, you get the full experience, and you walk away knowing exactly what you just watched. And that clarity, that's identity, and identity is what people remember. To help you understand this, think about this. Group chats. Now hear me out. K-pop Demon Hunters didn't feel like a movie. It felt like getting added to a group chat. You know how some group chats aren't even about the messages anymore, it's about the people. You stay because you recognize the personalities instantly. You know who's the loud one, who's the chaotic one, who's secretly the emotional one, who's the I act like I don't care but I care the most. And the more time you spend with them, the more it stops feeling like characters. It starts feeling like your people in your lives. That's what K-pop Demon Hunters does insanely well. It doesn't give you a plot, it's more of a social dynamic. It gives you moments that feel like inside jokes that you get immediately, chemistry that feels real, reactions that feel memeable, and energy that makes you want to quote it to someone. The songs, like god damn, the songs are so good. The songs are basically the group chat messages. They're lovable, catchy, and impossible to avoid. And that's why it spread the way it did. People didn't just watch it and go, wow, that was good. They said, bro, you have to see this. This is literally us. This character is so me, I relate to them. Bingo. Relatability. And when a movie becomes that, it stops being content. It becomes community. Now here's why Infinity Castle doesn't succeed in the same way. I'm not saying Demon Slayer is bad, like goddamn, but its strength is also its weakness here. It's not built like a group chat. It's built like a war documentary. Infinity Castle isn't trying to make you feel like you're hanging out with the cast. It's trying to make you feel like you're watching the end of the world. The tone is heavy, the pacing is urgent, the stakes are constant. For such a movie, this fits well. But because of that, there's less room for that hangout factor. There's less room for those little moments where fans go, I want to live in this scene for a second. Because Infinity Castle doesn't want you living in it, it wants you surviving it. Demon Slayer is about trauma, sacrifice, tragedy, endurance, pushing past human limits. So when characters do interact, it's not just casual. It's not group chat energy. It's we are actively in hell. And that matters because a group chat thrives on replayable personality moments. Infinity Castle thrives on plot pressure. So what happens? Demon Slayer fans love it because they're already invested. But for casual viewers, Infinity Castle can feel like I'm watching something incredible, but I'm not invited. Not because it's gatekeeping on purpose, but it's because it's the final arc of a story that's been building for years. You're expected to have watched 4 seasons of the anime to fully understand a movie that isn't even complete. That's a big ask, especially for critics. It's like walking to a group chat where everyone has inside jokes from 2019. And this is where critics and awards come to play. And critics don't want homework. That doesn't necessarily make them lazy. It means they're judging a movie as a movie. Still not forgetting about them nominating Boss Baby over A Silent Voice. These critics don't want to watch 4 seasons of an anime, they want a standalone experience. We've seen this before. It's the same reason The Boy and the Heron could win over Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Not because one was better, but one functioned better as a complete film on its own, like A Silent Voice. Now think about the real world factors. Infinity Castle was a theater only run, rated R, limited audience reach, and it's not even available on streaming legally. Meanwhile, K-pop Demon Hunters was available on Netflix, easy to jump into, and still have theatrical showings. Anime might be mainstream now, but it's still a smaller lane compared to the reach Demon Hunters had. So when you combine emotional heaviness, long-term investment requirements, limited accessibility, you get a movie that inspires awe, but not one that spreads as easily. K-pop Demon Hunters does the opposite. It puts you into the loop immediately. It's accessible, it's social, it's character forward. Its themes are easy to grasp. Accepting who you are, being okay with showing your true self, and finding people who get you. And that's why it spreads harder than the modern internet ecosystem. Because the internet doesn't reward what's beautifully crafted, it rewards what people can turn into clips, reactions, memes, and yes, even thirst traps. Demon Slayer creates awe. K-pop Demon Hunters creates belonging. And in 2025, belonging wins. That's how something goes from a good movie to an award winner. Not because it impressed people, but because it made them feel like they were part of something. Now I already know what the comments are gonna say. You're comparing two different things. Yeah, I am. Because people keep acting like the only thing that matters is animation. And I'm saying there are more to movies than meets the eye. K-pop Demon Hunters made me feel like I watched a complete story, and I had the time of my life doing it. Infinity Castle is legendary, but it's the beginning of a long night, not the end of one. And that's why for me, K-pop Demon Hunters beat it. But I'm not here to declare a winner like it's a court case. I want to know what you think. Did Infinity Castle clear, or K-pop Demon Hunters surprise you? And if you disagree with me, don't just say I'll take like the loser you are. Tell me why. That doesn't mean Demon Slayer failed. It means that this wasn't its category to win. And look, I told you it was a trilogy, so I'm sure the next Demon Slayer will have a chance in 2027 at the next award. Oh.